Okay, this is the last thing I want to show you from the early science curriculum. You've seen the wonder stories and then the lessons that are built around the wonder stories. Well, the important thing about the wonder stories is they're based on this idea of inquiry, and they're leading the student to a question. So for each topic and each story, there's a question at the end of the story, and there are question cards to match the question that comes from each story. So the teacher can use this then during the lesson and draw the student's attention back to the question that was asked in the story. So maybe the question was, where does light come from? And the whole story was leading up to this question. So now the whole lesson will be built around trying to figure out the answer to this question. Well, in order to do that, the teacher also needs a concept statement, because that's how you're going to test knowledge of the student's ability to understand this question and answer this question. It's by identifying a concept related to this question. So for this one, the concept statement could be, the sun gives the earth sunlight during the day. So that could be a concept related to that question from the wonder story. It's related to light. We have light during the day. And the piece that we want the student to be able to fill in could be the day. And so you can test this when you're testing the concept several times during the lesson by having an example or the target response and maybe some distractors for the student to pick one and fill in the concept statement. But that's the important idea when you're developing lessons using this structure, is that you have a wonder story that leads to a question, and then you have a main concept. It's like a main idea of the topic that you want the student to walk away with. It might not just be the exact answer to the question, although you'll talk about this towards the end of your lesson, and you'll explain how this concept is related to your question. But testing the student's ability to complete this concept is going to be the target of your science lesson.